Hey my friends, welcome back to my page. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is G. Parker Artworks and Creations, and today I'm hoping to do something really quick because I don't have a lot of time for some reason, and I wanted to get something out there to you that was springy. We need spring. And well, we actually need more water. We will accept that there is spring. But anyway, I have an apricot tree in my backyard that is just amazing with crazy blossoms right now. And I thought I want to see if I can paint this a little different and see if I can get it to explode on paper. It's really dark bark, kind of like, still a winter tree, but it's not. It's apricot and it's blooming all over the place. But it's got these crazy old, this isn't even from the bottom of the tree, this is just the upper part because it needs to be trimmed, but they've been, every time we have the trimmers come out, they say, well, we're almost there. They don't want to cut too much off. I'm like, fine, whatever you say. So I'm going to see if I can't get these pink blossoms to show up. But first, I'm doing the branches. They're just all over. So I don't know if you've ever heard the song Popcorn Popping. If you've grown up in Utah, you've probably heard it. But that's what this apricot tree looks just like that. Pink popcorn popping all over the tree. So we're going to do these branches, and then I'm going to let it dry for a minute, and we're going to do the blossoms and see if it works out good. Okay, we should be ready to go. I'm going to be doing, they're very soft pink, and I don't know that that's going to show up very well. So I'm going to try and do a little bit darker. Oh, I forgot. I need to put my spatter film down because otherwise it makes a mess everywhere. As you can see, I've had it down before and it goes everywhere. So anyway, see if I can control where these blossoms go, because they don't need to be like exact blossoms. You're not going to see it as an individual flower. You're just gonna see dots because that's what they look like far away anyway. And I thought this would be kind of fun to see how, oh, that was good. Fortunately, you can repair a little bit. Also added some sky a little bit of a backdrop. And we need to get rid of all of that. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. But I think I need a different brush. I was trying to think of the one I used the other day that had bigger. So I want a little bit bigger blossoms than this. So we're going to try a little bit bigger brush. See if that works. And because I want a little bit bigger. Come on, here we go. Might have to still do some dots because this is just not going quite like I'd hoped. There we go, there's some bigger ones. I just had to water it down a little bit. I've heard some people say this is kind of a cheating thing. I've also heard there's so many different ways of doing it. I've heard of artists that take a toothbrush and go across with their finger and a toothbrush. And I've always just done it as a tapping thing. I try not to overuse it because it can look a little overdone, but there's times when it's really needed. It's the only way you can get the look that you want. So I'm going to do a little bit more of just the dots around here to get the kind of blossoms that I wanted. I wanted it a little, some of them a little darker. And this paintbrush is not quite cooperating like I wanted to. I need to do some dots like that. But isn't that lovely, springy? And what's funny is there's really no leaves on the tree. It's just the blossoms on these bare branches. And I want to add some branches to it. So we're going to have to let this dry for a minute, and then we'll add some little branches in there. Okay, I'm a little anxious. I want to get this going. So we're going to do some little branches. I don't know if you call them branches, because we'd already done the branches, but twigs, maybe. Paint is still wet there. Markers are kind of dying. It's funny, I always tend to mix marker with the watercolor. I don't know why that's kind of my thing. There's a lot of artists that mix mediums, but I'm always mixing. I used to do all of my outlining and stuff like that in paint, and then I discovered I kind of like, for the most part, I like the markers. I need a little ladybug up here. If you've been watching my channel very long, you know that I generally add ladybugs to my paintings because I'm kind of a ladybug fan. And this is, you know, ladybugs are tiny and you're not going to really see them in the tree. But there we go. So you have your little bit of spring for the day. Apricot blossoms. Popcorn popping in the apricot tree. Hopefully that's been fun and you might give it a try for you. Have a great day.